Hey guys, Bany here. Today I'm gonna make a video on how to get the most unit experience through expeditions. So what you want to do first, if you can, is to log on into the game. Sometimes you'll see that you get these rewards from it, which are Battle Hero XP card and a Battle Unit XP card. So you can see that this card gives you 50% increased experience bonus for every battle for your units. So I'm gonna claim these. And I'll show you how this works. So you can just go to your inventory, then right click them, and you'll use one of them, and then they'll pop up here, and you'll see that you have the unit bonus experience points. So how do you get the most experience for your units in the game? Just the best way to do this is either siege battles or expeditions, but for expeditions, it's the easiest way and the most cost-efficient way because you won't lose as many units in that type of battle. So that's why I'm going to show you this one. So we go to expeditions. Expedition 3 is the best to do this because you can get the most experience of it. If you're lower level, you can do this Expedition 1 or 2, but I recommend when you're level 60 plus, you'll go to Expedition 3 always. So just gonna get into a game. Shouldn't take that long. I can go over the other things real quick. So when you enter a expedition with your card, if you have them, you can do it without. Um, you can then take certain units into them. So the best way to do this, if you start on a new character or if you're a new player, just try to take one unit into them or maybe two, so that they get the experience split between just the two units and not all like five in your warband or even more. So try to focus on the units you want to level first and and try to take them into battle. So we're just loading in one now, and I'll show you how I do this. So these are special units which you can buy. They do give 10% increased experience to other units. So I'm going to use this one as well, or another one like this one. Then I'll take the unit I want to level, like the Condottieri Guards, for example. You can do this like this if you want, but there is also a other option. If you have another maxed out leveled unit, like my Spear Sergeants are maxed level, they don't take away any experience for the ones I want to level up. So my Spear Sergeants, because they are max level, my Black Dragon Spearmen, because they are max level, won't uh, get any experience from doing this. So that way all the experience from this battle goes to my Condottieri Guards. So I'm just going to show you a quick one. I hope I get the north side, but I'll show you how you can do this with any rush unit, for example, or any other unit. I do recommend using the longsword and shield. I'm going to switch over to that at the supply depot because you can actually heal your units with that skill that you get. It's a level 3 heal skill. I'll show it you in just a second. Reload up. So I'm going to move my units to the north side. We'll see what happens. I hope not too many go over there. So I'm going to switch over to my longsword and shield. There we go. Gonna turn down the sound just a bit, just a sec. Yes, yeah. So my units are going north. I apparently am the only one going north right now. I hope this stays like that. We'll see. But with the Condottieri Guards and any other rush units or a ranged unit, you can do something really nice in this particular expedition. You can actually walk up to the spawn point and put your units behind it. And when the units spawn, they spawn around here. They will run towards the entrance of the gate, and you can actually hit them from the back. So I'll show you this when they spawn. So I'm gonna put my units right here. You can, if you have ranged units, you can just put them in against the invisible wall here, and they will just start shooting towards the enemy. So yeah, but because I have a rush unit, I want to be a bit closer that I can take the most kills possible. So the skill that I was talking about is the Mercy of Heaven from the Longsword and Shield. The extra effect, when it's level 3, you will restore the health of nearby allies. including units. So if they get a bit of low health, you can just heal them up again like this, and you don't need to rush all the way back to the supply point over this side. I do recommend, if you have the time, to level up your longsword and shield just for this, because it does provide you the extra benefits of the healing ability, and that way you won't need to spend a lot of cash of bronze to replenish the unit kits. So the unit spawned, I rushed in, like you saw, they went over to to my north, so they didn't even bother to come and attack my units. So I just rushed in, reposition, and we can do this all over again. So yeah, like this, yeah. Just group them up. If you can have a skill that groups them up, you can actually heal them easier. I hope I can do this in time. You can also see the order in which the units spawn on the map here. I tend to go and stay at one side of the map, just because I don't want to run around all the time, which saves me time, and it's just a hassle to go around the map. So there we go. The north side where I'm at is the best one if you can get it. Most of the time there's going to be 2 or 3 people in here. This spawn is the most lucrative. The most amount of units will spawn here. You just have to wait a bit. Another thing, yeah, there we go again. I don't have the other skill right now, so I'm just going to use this one. You see that my units kills go up quite nicely. It's already at 80, 83 now. If you get to 250 unit kills, that's the maximum amount of experience you'll get, because then you'll be S rank on your battle. You'll get an S rank, and that's gonna give you the most amount of experience. So if you have something like cavalry, etc., a lot of people just rush every corner of the map and try to get as many kills as possible. But once you get to about 250 kills, you won't get any more experience from that if you go over that. So here we go again, just rush in. Like I said, they don't even bother walking towards me. There we go. And they get killed again. So you can do this actually until the end of the battle. Just sometimes do watch if the hero spawns and go and help out if you can. I'll show you a bit later. I'll just let my units stay here, but I'll just go and rush over. So if you have range, you can set them here and they won't get attacked, so they can just shoot. Or you can put them in the corner here as well if you want, and they can shoot over there. So these are two easy ways, definitely for ranged. This map is very good because they won't target you, they just go and walk straight ahead, which means they are not going to die if you position them correctly. Same with these guys, normally they should not die. I do have the heal skill as well, so if everything goes well in this video, you'll see that none of my units actually die, which means I do not need to spend any unit kits or bronze to replenish it. Which is always nice. That's why I said these maps are the most lucrative in a sense, or the most cost efficient to do this, because it doesn't take any more, not that much time to do so, and your units won't die all that often. So I see that they are enemy units at our midpoint here, which is the point we need to protect. So I'm just going to rush over. If enemy units do spawn there, I can just let my units rush in towards me. I'll show you that if that happens. I don't think that does happen now. So we'll see. So I can actually heal my friendly units as well for my allies. There we go. There's one left. Yeah. So we have some time to walk over again if you want to. Yeah, at the end of this, you'll see that I get around 40k experience, even a bit more probably, because I used the token, which gives me the 50% bonus. I do have a Black Dragon unit, which I said gives me another 10% experience. So for you, if you don't have those, it would be a bit lower, but it doesn't really matter. It is the best way to get the experience. So like I said, I don't want to walk around a lot. So normally you will see people just going from this spawn to another spawn and try to move all around the map. But like I said, we just need the 250 kills, which we will easily get here normally to get the most amount of experience. We're already at like 117. And the spawns get bigger every time they spawn. So at the end, it should be around 250 something. In the north hand side of the spawn. At the right hand side, which is east, it's a bit less of the unit spawn, but you'll probably be alone there. So if you have like something like spear sergeants, you can put them in the shield transformation and just let them kill everything that comes towards you. Same on the left hand side, which is also a very good option. So if you do have another maxed out leveled unit like the spear sergeants, you can actually switch them over now, because I did use my condottieri guards, the ones which I wanted to level up. Be sure you use your units you want to level up in a battle, because if you do not do that, they won't get any experience. But now I can just, if I want to, switch over to the spear sergeants and use them instead, because they won't get the experience from it. It will just all go to the condottieri guards, which are the units that I'm using at the moment. So yeah, it's a bit tedious because you need to wait a lot, but when they spawn, you can just go and charge in again. Kill them. My hero doesn't need to do a lot, actually. Like that, we got 155, just 100 more. That'll be done. Try to comp them up. They don't need any healing, actually. I'll just go and... Well, if my allied stayed, I would have gone and healed them, but they're walking towards the hero, which I'm gonna do as well. Just gonna let my unit stay there. Doesn't really need to be... don't need my units to come for this. Just the hero. There are two other guys fighting with already, so probably it's gonna die before I get there, but we'll see. Hope it's still alive. So, because these guys are fighting it, I'm just gonna heal it, so that my ally at least don't lose that much units and they actually get healed up. If I'm a bit rambling today, it's because I didn't have a lot of sleep, but I did want to make this video because the tokens were available today on the daily sign-in, so that's why I decided to make this quick video for you guys. There are actually two other maps for the Expedition 3, which is the Siege Attack, which the wall, you can use any unit there as well. It's a bit different than this one. It's quicker, but you don't get that much experience from it. And you have the field battle one. I forgot the names. I can look them up if you want to put them in the description. But that one has a order of things as well. So again, these ones will actually go in for me because there were no units there. They're just coming in now, the shield wall. So, but it shouldn't be that difficult to kill these without any assistance. Shouldn't lose any units here. Yeah. So I didn't lose any units. Just gonna put my units information again, heal them up. There we go. Back. So we have ranged here, and you put them over there. They won't get attacked because it's too far away. They'll just run in towards the camp, and you can reposition your archers to go closer to the gate, so you can actually shoot through it. But if you start over there at the tree, they won't come for you. And you can just move them up against the invisible wall here to the center, so they can actually shoot through the gate, which the enemy units will use to run towards the midpoint, which is our base. So actually, I'm gonna heal them again first. So now that I have an ally, you can do this all alone with these guys. You might lose some units then, definitely if they're not high enough level. But if you have something like spear sergeants, like these guys, that my ally is using. You can put them in the shield transformation here, and you shouldn't lose any of those. So it's really handy to have those guys max level first, so that you can actually level up your other units quite quickly. So that's why I always stick that unit in here as well. Because if I'm alone here in the north side, I just switch over to my spear guards, put them up here, and I won't lose any units. But I do like to, if I can, play with the units I'm trying to level up, to learn how their kit works and to see the cooldown, timers, etc. Get used to them. So as you can see, my units are almost back to full health again. Wave 5 is going to begin, so this is going to be a spawn here, like you see. So I'm going to rush in again, so the archers come from behind, which is nice. I can just go and kill them all. So I should end up about 250. It's 248 now. But now that this spawn is gone, so that was the final spawn here, we go back to the middle for the last spawn, which will come from the east on this map. And of course the hero is there as well, that we need to kill, and then this match will be over. So I'm gonna try to get 2 more kills to get the maximum amount of experience I can. But I am gonna help these guys out first, because I don't want my allies to lose any units if he doesn't need to lose any. Watch out for the artillery. If not skilled, they can actually do a lot of damage to your units. So, because I go north, there won't spawn any, but on the east and west, they do spawn in pairs of 3. So if you can, if you go either of those sides, just kill those, so that your other units, your other allies don't have to deal with them. So I did lose some units in here because I wasn't paying any attention. To be honest, this shouldn't happen. But yeah, I'm making a video. I am doing 2-3 things at a time, which is a bit hard for me, so I'm not used to it. But we did get the quota we needed to get the most amount of experience. So you can see after this battle is over, just this one horse left. I'll go over the experience we gained, show you that, and then we can finish up this video. So yeah, you'll see that I got 45k experience from this, which is very nice. If you get about level 12 units, you'll need about 300k to level them up every time. So 45k experience is quite nice. If you do this without the tokens, it should be, and without the units that I have, that give extra experience, you'll be about 25 to 30k experience, depending on how well you do. But yeah. Well, thanks for watching. This is how I get experience in the game for my units. I hope it was useful to you. See you later. Bye bye.